he and I are polar opposites on most positions. I believe in bringing new business into the community. And by bringing new business into the community, that's either one of two ways that we can do it. We can either give them cash incentives through our TIF program if they're within that area, or we can give them tax abatements. And I am for both of those means to bring them in. I think he's confused on the messaging of tax abatement, and a lot of people don't understand tax abatement. They think that if we give somebody a tax abatement, they're never going to pay taxes, which is absolutely not true. What they are going to do is they're going to get a discounted rate on the front end of those taxes, but they're still going to be paying taxes. And you take, we'll say one of them that went up last night, the piece of property pays $6,000 annually. So over a 10-year lifespan, it's going to pay $60,000 as it sets. But if you bring them in and you put in a multi-million-dollar building and multi-million dollars worth of business personal property, you're going to get $1.5 to $2 million in that 10 years. Even though it's being abated, you're still going to bring in $1.5 million instead of $60,000. So you're bringing that money into the community, and he has a very different view on that. We'll look at the Kelsey Farm, for example. That's been in their family for 6 generations. And it's their property. It's been there before anybody else was around. And for people to say you don't have the right to do with your property what you want to do is really difficult for them and for me to totally grasp. It is their property. It has been there. There have been other issues in that southeast quadrant where people petitioned against a gas station going in. Well, it had been in the works for 20 years that was commercial property. And part of that was because we wanted it to be a self-sustaining neighborhood out there where it would have a strip mall with restaurants, retail, a gas station, something where people didn't have to leave the area to go get a necessity to be right there. But as you look further east, yes, we would like to see closer to the interstate some multifamily housing, whether it's apartments or condos or quads of some sort, and then have that morph into a residential neighborhood out there that would be mid to upper range residences. That is something that we're lacking on the southeast side, is higher end homes out on the far outskirts of the southeast corner. But you have to stair step your way into those. And I don't know if there's enough room for that right now, but that's what we would like to see come in out east or south of Worsville Road. There are a couple pieces of property out there that could use in light industrial, depending on what the look of the building was going to be and the size of the buildings. And you have to understand the topography of the ground out there. The ground right around Worsville Road is very wet. So you can't build on certain pieces of property there. You have to push it to the back of the property. So where people are wanting retail out on the road, it won't work because it's too wet. So there could be smaller, light industrial type buildings if they're designed right to give the proper appearance coming off of the interstate and that won't negatively affect the area to the east of them. I was born here. I absolutely love Greenwood. Greenwood is a great community with a great reputation. We are doing great things here right now, and we're continuing to drive that message home of pride and progress. And people get it, and they understand it, and they are taking pride. You look at the Old Town area, and you take a drive through there now compared to what it looked like 4 years ago. and they've taken pride in all of their homes and built these homes up, redoing the outsides of them, their lawns, their landscapes, the exterior of their homes, the interiors, and the prices of downtown homes are just skyrocketed, and that's morphing itself out throughout the community. And that's exciting, and that's what we're trying to get done.